Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 11, and he has autism, and we paint together. I paint with him a hand-over-hand method, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds, and then I paint the rest. And tonight I'm doing something a little bit different, only because I'm doing a dark background with a dark chicken, rooster chicken, rooster Santa chicken. So I always say I like to watch paint dry, and this is exactly what I like to do. I love to see how paint dries. I like the look of it. I like to see what happens. So I'm doing kind of a dark chicken. I keep debating, but I really want to see how the background looks as to whether I do like a Santa chicken, put a coat on him. Ooh, I got to sneeze. Or just let it be. So my intention was doing a dark on dark, but that often changes because I get an idea halfway through or in between or something, and everything kind of just changes. So we shall see. That's my answer to everything, is we shall see. But I definitely had like one thing in mind, and we'll see. It might change, it might not. So far I'm doing it like I thought I was going to, but that, that can kind of change. I'm tired today. We've been up since 3. Saturdays are the day that Owen goes and spends a lot of times with his grandma, and he gets very excited about that. And 3:00 a.m. Oh, I just made a mess. I truly need to get, I usually don't use a lot of brushes, but when I do, I truly need to have a brush rest, and I just never use it, so it's not on my table anymore. Moved my room around and moved different things in different places, and that did not it wasn't something I put back on my desk because I never used it, but now I'm starting to use it more. So this is what happens when I never let anything dry. This is part of the problem, is the coloring goes into everything, which, it truly doesn't matter, because it kind of gives it an outline and gives it definition and all that jazz. But really should be, like waiting. So, now let's see. I had in mind that I was going to do these dark feet. But again, it's just kind of one of those things. At one point I decided all birds should have like kind of pitchfork feet. updating that a little bit, but not by much. Not truly by much. Again, making the mess. I'm gonna let that kind of dry a little bit and put the hat, start the hat. I have in mind that I'm going to try to put a little bit of, when I do roosters and chickens and different things like that, I usually do them very wild. I don't have one right near me, otherwise I would show you. And so they pretty much have like these huge like just they feathers everywhere, feathers and more feathers everywhere. So with this little guy, I'm doing him a little bit more, I suppose, conservative, if you can call a rooster in a Santa hat conservative. I'm trying to give it a little more movement here. When I'm painting, I'll use several different colors of red so that it gives kind of more of a texture and movement when it goes through there. So that's what I am doing with that. And all my paintbrushes are just gonna go everywhere. Yep. Oh well. So now I'm gonna start the white and kind of put this all through here. And that's why I have to kind of decide, like, I may end up putting a, he's fading a lot into the background, which I don't technically mind, but I don't want it to be completely gone. So I may still end up giving him a little bit of a coat there. I'm thinking that's probably what I'll end up doing. But I'm first going to see, I want to put like where it's the comb kind of out here, but I'm afraid if I do that, it's gonna kind of mess him up a little bit too much, because I gotta put some little eyeballs in there. I want to put like the feathers and stuff out there, like it's coming out of his hat, but that almost will look kind of, I don't know, it won't flow very well, I don't think. So we're gonna just put Rooster. We're gonna put a Christmas kind of jacket on him instead. I really was going for the dark on the dark, but I think I'm see, I told you I'd probably change my mind. I could probably put some pants on him, but I think I'm just gonna leave the coat. And maybe I'll do some more roosters with some different backgrounds and colors, and then when I do those, I'll have pants or something, I'm not sure. One of my lights is flickering, and that is not helping. It's ever since I moved my room around, the one, I have several lights, but the one light, it goes days and it has no problem at all, and then all of a sudden it starts flickering again. So I probably need a new bulb, but it's not consistently doing that. So I am going to have to figure that out. So first I need to make his leg a little more, and then I'm going to go in here and kind of add, when I was making it all the dark, I wanted to not really bring a lot of shading into him, but now that I'm kind of I put the coat on him, I want him to have a few, like, more of a feather feel, so he can actually be seen, and not so, like, gone in the, because he will definitely fade completely away without some of this, like, texture. So I'm just gonna kind of give him a little more body, so you can see is there, even though, like I said, that was kind of my goal originally, was to not have a lot of the feather look to him, but he'll still have something in there as we go along. So now I'm gonna do still have to do some eyes. Sometimes when I'm making the roosters, I don't do any eyes, which I'm fine with that. I do, like, they're wild, so it looks wild, it is wild, and it would be no problem. But this one I'm gonna do some eyes. Owen's been doing more paintings with me. All the days just seem to be kind of blending together, so I don't ever seem to get enough done. But he's been helping me. Oh, let's see if I can make the one on the left was a Christmas tree, and this is a snowman. We already gave the Santa away, but we're going to be making more of those for his teacher and, you know, aides and therapist and all of those. Going to give them the ornaments. I have a couple different styles and designs, and some are, you know, just different things. Different things. See, there's that, you know, I should let the red dry a little bit more, but, you know, again, I'm just adding a little more color to this so that it doesn't completely fade completely into the background, which it's okay. Technically, like I said, that was kind of my goal when I started doing this, but as a lot of things I do, it changes. My goals change, which again is okay. Okay. Need a little bit more to get just a tiny bit. I shake. I have a tiny shake. And it does not always help the process. Because I don't want to use too much paint right here. I can't tell you how many times I've had to take eyes. Eyes and me never get along. I just want his eye to be just a little bit bigger. And there we go. Okay. I've had to take off eyes I don't know how many times because it just wasn't the right spot or something, you know. Just 1,000 reasons. I think it just hit the camera. So just adding a little more color because, again, this will kind of fade into the background. I truly want to do the rooster comb so it looks like it's out there, but I'm afraid that it won't really look like that once I kind of do it. So I think I'm just gonna leave it. I could do rooster feathers that way. It always, like, I'm still learning, like, dimension and how things look when you're doing something. So I try to not get myself too far off the front view and, like, okay, there's nothing. The comb is under his, you know, hat and things like that. But still occasionally think I should do more. So I always sign O for Owen since he helped me do the background. And then L and B. So that's a big B. There we go. So I thank you for being a part of our journey, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Toodles!